could have been a tragedy. Another shit stain washed out in your dirty laundry. But you were in the bitch mode like Bill O'Reilly when I decided that my soul's no longer your fucking property. The boss of me, you are not the loss of me. I can never be defined even in the glossary. The ticking time bomb of me is about to go off because bullies lack the heart and closed minds leave the ignorant vacant and ready to fall apart. You use words such as faggot, but I speak English, I don't speak ignorant. Let my hoodie and my Skittles be a middle finger to you, the Mayor Zimmerman in the system. It makes me wish rainbows had guns just so you could taste them, but an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind, so all I can do is help the ignorant see again. Make a mark on the world so we could breathe again. You know, I guess it all goes somewhere. You know that. Like that crap you talked when I wrote Slave to my lyrics. Like when you said Superman isn't black, well, I refuse to go back to self-hate being my kryptonite. I'm running on. For every aspiring superstar who was told to fall back. Now I put cracks on the racetrack for those who are laughed at. This show, of course, it's called The Shane Calvin Show, but it's not about me. It's about you guys. It's about us. It's about things we talk to our friends about or things that we might feel uncomfortable talking about in front of our parents. And we're going to be talking about the things that we care about, things that we're passionate about. I think the media often stigmatizes us and stereotypes us, and we don't really have that much of a voice. And so that's what we're going to do here. We're going to have debates. You guys, young people, they're not looking for another talk show host. They're looking for a friend. That's what I think. So for our first show, I want to deal with the issue that's kind of close to my heart. And it's an issue that young people are dealing with in this country right now, and it's bullying and cyberbullying. My first guest is a female MC, and she's the host of her own radio show on Mild Sauce called Holla. Please welcome Deanna. Deanna, thank you so much for being here.
No problem.
So now you have your own like bullying experiences that started off in kindergarten. Tell me about that.
Well, if I can recap, it did happen in kindergarten, all the way, I think, from kindergarten to elementary school.
And what do you remember from that time?
That was like a really tough time. I was being really name called a lot. Because I think a lot of kids really didn't understand my type of disability. I was, like I said, name called, bullied. I used to chase guys around the school, so it was horrible.
So you had a guy that you liked in your class. So did he like you?
No.
So
no, not at all.
But was he also making fun of you, or did he just leave you alone?
He did talk pick and be make fun of. So I remember that though. So I took his hat and I threw it over the gate, and I got in trouble for it. So yeah, it was like outside the baseball field, and I chased him and I got his hat and I threw it over the gate. So I ain't never gonna forget that. I can remember now one of the kids threw eggs at me actually, and then. Jesus. One of the kids in a park I went to threw woodchucks. Like they had a box of woodchucks and just threw it on me.
Wow.
And they didn't even say sorry. Yeah.
And then it wasn't even coming from the kids, I hear. Tell me about what your teachers had said to your parents.
This is what my dad said. He told me, the teachers told me that I could never learn because of my cognitive disability. And to find out, that's when I was tested. And to find out I had a cognitive disability, it was really hard for me to learn, you know. But it all really started when I had a heart surgery at 2. And they had found I had a hole in my heart. And I had to get surgery. And from being 2, when I started going to school, like everything totally changed. Like for me learning from the other kids, it was really different. And I don't think the teacher got really frustrated, and she didn't know how to really work with me.
So how was that? What is that? So how frustrating is that? Because don't we all hear from our teachers oh, you should know this by now. You should know that by now. I mean, what is that like?
I felt like it was my fault. Like it was like false guilt. It was, I don't know. I think for teachers, when you have a kid who have a disability, like from wheelchairs or even mentally, it's hard because they might not get it the way other kids get it, and it takes time and patience with some kids who have that type of disability. So with her, it was hard for her to help me learn, and just gaining stuff that's important when you are shorty.
So did your parents try to educate themselves about it
Yeah.
and other people?
Yeah. My parents tried to educate people. Now I'm educating myself, letting people know like I do have a cognitive disability, and it's not something I'm ashamed of. It's something that I really embrace because it makes me unique as a rapper, as a person, and it just makes me really different. But behind that, it's a lot of struggles of trying to keep up with school, college material, just stuff that's important. I have to go over to my mind a lot of times to really get it. But I am who I am, and I'm not ashamed of who I am. If you can accept me for who I am, then obviously you're not for me, so you can bounce. That's how I really feel. Like
Exactly.
I have no reason to apologize for who I am. Like I came out like that, and
Right.
I do feel like God has a reason for everything, and even with my disability, I have done a lot of great things that even people who don't have disabilities done.
And how do you handle these little assholes now? Yeah, I go there too.
What do you mean? Be more a little specific.
Like bullies.
Oh, bullies.
Assholes.
Okay. I see bullies like I take up for people who are being bullied, but now since I'm older, like it's like, man, I don't know. Like I'm not mad. Like if I see the person who bullied me, like back in the day,
Right.
I'm not gonna say, man, I'm gonna knock you out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
try to be gangster on the corner when he try to turn. No, I think I have come into my own womanhood. So if you did make fun of me, you young, you do dumb things, and you grow up to an adult. So I'm not mad. Exactly. I'm not angry. I don't hate you. If I see you on the block, I'm going to say, what up? Like, it's no, man, I'm going to get you at the daylight and hurt you. Like, that's not me anymore. Like, back then, I think I was really angry. And I came home crying a couple nights. Like, my dad wanted to beat them kids up. But I was really angry and really hurt. But now I realize that, my respect and my boundaries that I have, and you're not going to cross them. Whether or not I have a disability, that doesn't make me a weak person. It makes me a stronger person.
And do you feel like people today they definitely take people's kindness for weakness?
Oh, all the time. That's me right there. That's my life. Now, let me stop joking. They do. I think it's about the kind of person you are. Like, if you think that's cool, then something is wrong with you. I don't like people taking advantage of people because I really get really upset because I don't like it myself. So if you don't like it, why would you do it to somebody else? Right.
People don't understand.
People don't understand that. You treat people how you want to be treated. If you treat people like crap, then they're going to treat you like crap. There's no difference in how you treat people and how you talk to people. And I just think it comes down to
exactly.
respect.
You're in a rap group called Von Demeanor.
Yeah.
And how long have you been in?
I've been in there, been in that game, in that group since high school. Like, we've gone downtown before my disability parade. We made a track for Ceasefire. We have been kind of all over the world at once. So
tell me about the song Cyberbully. Was it an idea that you came up with, or tell me about that?
Okay, so Cyberbully. So James and Chris was coming to our school, right? And we was on a project on cyberbullying because it was actually, I think, we put in a video. I forgot the theme for it, but other youth had their own videos about bullying. So we was like, man, we should do a track about it, and we actually did research on it because it's different type of bullying in the world, right? So they were talking, and it was like, yo, we should totally do it. And I think like my writing skills wasn't the best as it is now than back then. So Perez kind of like switched it up a little bit. And they came, we shot the set and the assembly. And, you know, that's when James hooked it up and made the video. And actually, when I saw the video, I was quite scared. Because I was like, oh my goodness, I look so angry. I did.
All that years of stuff that's been going on, I think it just comes out of you, doesn't it? When you're shooting a video like that.
Yeah, well, I didn't expect it to be like that. I didn't expect it to be like that. I was like, well, you know, because James was like, well, that's a part of the video. You know, you're supposed to be angry because of the type of the beat that was playing. You know, so
yeah.
But
were you angry because of the beat that was playing, or were you angry because?
No, I wasn't angry because the beat was playing. Right. I was just going with the flow. Because when I did Cyberbully, like that's a track I did with myself. Like me and Perez, we just did it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, when I did it, I was like, oh, check me out. I'm really good at this. Like I should keep on going. So I kept on going from there and made multiple tracks, I guess. Well, not multiple tracks. Still working on that, but still.
What would you probably tell your bullies now?
Look at me now. No, stop. Man, what I would say.
You're mad or no? That type of stuff.
That's something you would say. but now, what I would say to my bullies is words hurt. You know, they call me King Kong to Shrek to like Fiona. Because I thought my nose is kind of weird too. I struggle with my nose a lot. Right.
And do you struggle, and like, how often do you struggle with your body image? Do you struggle with it today?
Sometimes? I struggle sometimes. It depends on what I have on. But like, sometimes I do struggle, you know, because I kind of thought it was kind of awkward because I'm tall and, you know. But over time, I learned how to accept myself for what I am, and that includes my body. But that's also having positive self-image. You know, I mean, I had to learn how to love myself unconditionally and not let people put a label on me and tell me what I am, but realize the woman I am today, you know. So I really had to get that and forgive people. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, words do hurt. And I didn't really feel beautiful because I'm like, man, who want to be called Fiona? I don't think nobody wants to be called that, especially if you're a chick, you know. So... But I had to learn. Now I'm learning how to not like react and want to slap somebody, but just kind of look at you like, okay, you say that you ain't having a good day, so it's okay. I'm gonna let that slide.
Right.
And keep on walking.
I'm not gonna lie, you did look kind of angry at that moment, but it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. Like some days I still have those moments. Like when this dude cut me in line at like the check cashing station. It was a clear glass window. I just wanted to just throw his ass through. Like don't you have that? Like don't you have those moments where you just like, dude?
But
really?
See, this is my thing about that. Cause see, I think now since I'm older, I learned it's all about your maturity, really. Yeah, really.
Like really. I have those immature moments. Sometimes.
Like I mean, I ain't saying you perfect, but it's all about your maturity. If you can just roll stuff out your back and just keep on walking, it takes guts. Because I try to do that on a daily basis, you know. Because I've learned how to control my anger. If somebody retaliates, you don't got to retaliate back. It's a choice to walk away. But I really know that, you know, if somebody steps to me the wrong way, it's a way to do it, and it's a way to do it, but also it's a time and a place to do it.
But with the fighting thing, that's a different story. Like when they get when they get in your face or when they reach arm's length, that's a different story. Is that not?
It is, but this is my thing. Like, how do you want to fight me when you don't even know me?
Exactly.
But you know, that's just people. You gotta learn how to just. I ain't saying label people. But people are going to be people. You try to accept them for who they are. And, you know, sometimes you got to be the bigger person and just walk away. And, I mean, it's easier said than done, but I really had to practice that growing up and say, you know, you can say what you want to say, but I'm just going to do me and keep on walking.
Exactly. All right, well.
Featuring your girl, Anointed.
All right, well, I mean, we'll be right back.
Featuring your girl, Anointed.
Welcome back, everybody. This is our first show, and we're dealing with bullying. My next guest was an ugly duckling, and so at first, and so now we're gonna find out how she grew from that into the woman she is now. Please welcome Maia. So, so when did all this bullying start for you?
I can't say. Like, I remember it started getting really bad in like second grade.
And what do you remember from that time?
Um, I just, I was just really quiet, and like I kept to myself, and people like to mess with me because of that. And I was really sensitive back then,
Mm-hmm.
so like it made me cry, and that just made things worse for me. Like, they would call me crybaby and stuff.
You said that your worst experience was in the fifth grade. Tell me about that.
Yeah. I don't know what happened in fifth grade. Like, people thought that I didn't bathe for some reason, which I did, but like I don't know why they thought I didn't.
Did you feel the need to isolate yourself from everybody?
Yeah, like I felt like that all the time, but I really couldn't, cause like um I didn't want to become one of those kids that just uh the bullying was too much for them, and they just ended up like not going stop going to school.
And what is it done to your what did it do to your self-esteem at that time?
It destroyed my self-esteem completely. Like, even to this day, I still don't feel like I'm good enough to make it in the world.
So do you feel socially awkward around people, like,
Oh, totally.
right, and around like what types of people?
Like, people, I guess like people in general.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause like I was never, like, I didn't talk to people a lot when I was in school, and like even when I joined like after school clubs of people who were into the same things as me, I didn't always feel like I truly got along with them.
Mm-hmm. So in high school, did it get better or worse for you?
Um, I mean, it was bad freshman year, but then like as time went on, it kind of tapered off.
You brought a poem today.
Oh yeah.
How long have you been writing?
Well, I wrote this in eighth grade, but I didn't really start writing poetry seriously until like senior year when I started coming here to street level.
Can you read that
Oh,
for
sure.
us?
Okay.
What's it called?
It's called the sensitive one. Another day, another 6 hours of relentless torment. For it is in these 6 hours that I hear a series of insults, every last one directed at me. They always have something to say about me, be it a stab at my athletic ability or a snipe about my choice of dress. If it pertains to me, it is pounced on like a cat on a mouse. Then comes the worst part, the tears. I cry silently, and I hate myself for it, as if they don't have enough reason to hate me already. Why am I so weak? Sometimes I think they love me for this shameful trait as well. They rebel in the undeniable fact that I am so easy to break. Why am I like this? They see me cry, and yet they go on. I want to stop, to change who I am, and yet I fear that I can't. I fear that this weak, bitter girl will never cease to exist. I fear that I will continue being a simple plaything in the world, a source of entertainment for even the coldest hearted people. I don't want it, but it's not like I'm able to stop it. My sobs are music to their ears, even better than the thing they call rap, which I can barely tolerate. Soon, the bell rings, school ends, and I leave as I came, the sensitive one.
So I mean, that was pretty powerful. So before we go to break, is there anything you want to say to like kids who are getting picked on?
I guess I just want to say that, um, you're not alone. Like, somebody knows what you're going through, and they care about you, and they want to help you.
Thanks a lot, Maya. That poem was powerful. Your story was powerful. Thank you. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. We're going to take questions and comments from our audience. So who has something they want to say?
Don't be scared.
Okay.
This question is for Deanna.
Yeah.
So let's say if you got bullied, how do you think, or how do you feel about if you were bullied? Is it all right to bully that person back?
Good question.
No, I don't think it's right. I'm probably like that underdog chick that would probably want to beat the person whoever started the bullying. Like, I really hate it. Like, I don't like people bullying other people, you know. Because, I mean, I'll put them in their place. I ain't talking about beating them up, you know. That's self-defense. That's a whole different thing. But I don't believe in just because that person's bullying you, you should retaliate. You know, I do think that you should stand up for yourself, though. You know, letting them know, like, dude, don't call me that. That's not cool, you know. So.
What's the most preferred way that you deal with bullying?
I mean, I guess I could be witty about it. Like, I don't want to say the wrong thing and end up getting in a fight. Cause like if I get into a fight, I'm pretty much screwed at that point. But like overall, I guess I would just explain myself in a way that doesn't come off in a bad way. Like, I just want people to understand that what they're doing to me isn't right, and like I don't like it, and it's just like I just really like it if you stop.
For me, see, this is the new me. The old me would have probably chased them around and probably want them to hit me, and I probably would have knocked them out, and I probably would have got in trouble. But the new me, I mean, it's all about confronting. I mean, I'm that type of person that's, if we have a problem, it's no sugarcoating it. It's no waiting till the next day till I see you. It's when I see you, whatever your name is, like, let you know, I don't like the way you said to me, how you said it. I mean, it's all about communication. Now, if he don't understand with the communication and, you know, he want to hit you, that's self-defense. I'm not really a fighter. I don't like to fight because when I do, I can't control myself and I shake, and you don't want to see that. So I prefer talking it out besides fighting that person.
Well, thanks for watching. And remember, I want to thank all my guests. I want to thank my audience. I want to thank you at home for watching. And never let a bully break your pride. Treat your words like a banger and blow their mind.
Yo, and we out. Yo, deuces.